First and goal in this opening drive, and Book crossing, Claypool touchdown. For the 6th time this year, the senior Chase Claypool to the end zone. Navy keeps the drive going, and a fumble here is recovered by Bilal, caused by Colin Kareem. Book's got 4 in the pattern, down the middle. Claypool, number 2, touchdown Notre Dame. Ball on the ground again, it's recovered by Jameer Jones for the Book, Claypool, hat-trick, touchdown Notre Dame. This one starts at the 30. Home run ball for another one. It's Lindsay. He's gone. 70 yards. And the Irish are on fire. 52-20 here today over Navy in South Bend.
4 quarters of Notre Dame football.
He's met by Alohi Gilman with a nasty hit. Chase Claypool reaches across the goal line. Touchdown Irish. Still moving, Chris Fink inside the 20-yard line. Down he goes.
No matter what happens, we stay together.
And intercepted by Jalen Elliott.
Look, a great fake. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Welcome to Inside Notre Dame Football, presented by TireRack.com. Along with former Irish linebacker Corey Mays, I'm Darren Pritchett. Notre Dame is now an 8-2 football team after beating the United States Naval Academy at Notre Dame Stadium 52-20. And Corey, great game plan by the coaching staff today. Excellent execution by the players. This Notre Dame football team dominated a nationally ranked Navy squad.
They did. You couldn't ask more from this football team today other than maybe doing your taxes. They came out and started fast. The second week in a row they were facing a team coming off a bye week. They start fast. This Navy option team is potent, but it's not made to come from behind. So starting fast, getting those touchdowns together, great game.
Big challenge for the Irish defense against quarterback Malcolm Perry. Let's check out the first half highlights from Notre Dame Stadium. The 93rd all-time meeting between the Midshipmen and the Fighting Irish. Notre Dame leads the series 78-13-1. Brian Kelly 7-2 against Navy. Early on, the Irish offense was on point. Ian Book to Chase Claypool, 23 yards for an Irish first down. Then Book will find Chris Fink on a crossing route. He'll pick up 14 yards and get down to the Navy 31-yard line. Ian Book very comfortable in the pocket today, saw an opening. He takes off just like he did against Duke last week and picks up 15 yards for another Notre Dame first down. On 4th down and 1, the Irish go to Tony Jones Jr. He picks up the first down on a carry of 2. Then a handoff to wide receiver Braden Lindsay around the corner for 10 yards down to the Navy 7-yard line. Then it's Book on 1st and goal to Chase Claypool. A 7-yard touchdown. Notre Dame leads 7-0.
Look, you give Ian Book some time, you give Chase Claypool a crossing route, and you're going to get a touchdown for the Irish.
11 plays, 75 yards. Colin Kareem forces a Malcolm Perry fumble, recovered by Asmar Bilal, and the Irish offense takes over once again. Ian Book lobs it down the field. Guess who? Chase Claypool. A 47-yard touchdown, 14-0 Irish.
Track meet. Chase Claypool wins this one. Touchdown Irish once again.
2 plays, 73 yards, 23 seconds off the clock. To the second quarter, Perry is sacked for a loss of 3 by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. The dangerous Perry running the option, fumbles the football, and it's Jameer Jones on the recovery for the Fighting Irish. On 2nd down and goal, Ian Book lobs it near side. Guess who? Again, it's Chase Claypool. The 3-yard touchdown reception, the hat-trick catch for Claypool.
Great concentration here, making sure he gets that football in his hands. Touchdown Irish once again.
At this point, it's 21-0 Irish. Navy has run 19 plays, Notre Dame 17. Book deep down the field, the speedster Lindsay over the shoulder catch, touchdown from 70 yards out.
Another track star. This is just too easy today. Just runs right past him, catches the ball, touchdown Irish once again. Another great fast start.
28-0 Notre Dame. Perry fumbles again. Drew White the recovery. Navy had 8 fumbles over the first 8 games, 3 fumbles in the first half against the Irish. Tony Jones Jr. scores from 2 yards out, and it is now 38-0 Notre Dame.
Can't let them stop you here. You keep pushing through. Touchdown Irish.
Bijan Nicholas, a 27-yard field goal for Navy at the end of the first half. And the halftime score, all Irish, Notre Dame leading Navy by a score of 38-3. As we take a look at the first half stats, total yards 300 for Notre Dame, Navy 151, but the turnovers put them in a really tough spot.
Well, the turnovers were the tell of the first half, and once you were able to also get points out of that, turn those into touchdowns, that really breaks the back of this Navy team. As you said before, that option offense isn't made to come from behind.
The Irish offense in the first half, 6 possessions, 5 touchdowns, plus a field goal. A very efficient first half for Chip Long's offense. We'll take a look at the second half highlights coming up next on Inside Notre Dame Football.
Inside Notre Dame Football is presented by TireRack.com. And brought to you by Coca-Cola, Under Armour, Gatorade, Vivid Seats, Canon, and SiriusXM.
Inside Notre Dame Football, presented by TireRack.com. I'm Darren Pritchett with former Irish linebacker Corey Mays. The Irish, coming out of the locker room, had a 38-3 advantage over the United States Naval Academy. Let's now check out the second half highlights from South Bend. Well, the Irish picked up where they left off in the first half. How about the passing game today? Ian Book all day to throw. Then he starts dancing. He spins away from traffic. He rolls to his left. And then Lawrence Keys makes a terrific catch along the sideline, good for 27 yards. Then Book to all reliable Chris Fink, a 28-yard gain for the graduate student. And then Ian Book to Claypool, a 20-yard touchdown. He ties Maurice Stovall's school record with 4 touchdown receptions in a game. Stovall had 4 against BYU in 2015.
Amazing body control and catch here by Chase Claypool.
The Midshipmen get on the board. They throw it down the field. Perry to Michael Cooper, a 43-yard Navy touchdown. The Irish led 45-10. To the fourth quarter, the local product from Penn High School in Mishawaka, Paul Moola steals the pitch and takes it the distance for the touchdown.
Let me tell you, every night when you're dreaming before the game, this is what you're dreaming about. This is a dream come true right here.
Notre Dame led 52-10. The Midshipmen picked up a touchdown. It's Perry Olson from 2 yards out. And then Nicholas added a 36-yard field goal to close out the scoring. The final score, Notre Dame 52, the United States Naval Academy 20. As we take a look at the final stats from the ball game, 410s for the Irish, 360 total yards for the Midshipmen, and Navy averages close to 360 rushing yards on the season, held at 281 today.
Those turnovers, those 4 turnovers today, that would be the name of the game today. It was just phenomenal to see this defense create those turnovers and make something happen on offense with it.
And for Notre Dame to build an early lead puts the Navy offense in a tough spot.
Absolutely. This is Chase Claypool's world, and we're just living in it. And absolutely being down on the sideline and watching him go score the touchdown and then get right back on kickoff and run down on kickoff. This is a guy that is the epitome of Notre Dame football and something for all these younger players to watch as they grow here as an athlete at this school.
Great performance by the Irish. They take care of Navy 52-20. The Fighting Irish are now 8-2. More Inside Notre Dame Football coming up, presented by TireRack.com.
We are here in Coach Kelly's private office off the locker room after Notre Dame's dominant 42-20 victory over Navy. You made it look easy, but it is anything but easy to dominate that football team.
Yeah, it is. And we had a great start. And that's what you have to do against a team like this, an option team. You want to get them behind early, and we did. We got off to a great start. And part of it was, certainly getting that first touchdown. A great drive to open up. Ian Book was outstanding. We got great protection. We ran the ball. We mixed it up. It was an 11-play drive and ended up with a score. And from there, our defense gave us the football back in some really favorable situations by taking the ball away. And we got up big, and we were very, very efficient offensively And then defensively, we clamped down on them.
Talking about mental toughness, Ian Book, here's a guy who has taken a lot of heat. He's probably second to you in taking heat this season, and yet in this game, he did something no other Notre Dame quarterback has ever done. And when you think about that phrase, no other Notre Dame quarterback ever, he became the first to throw for 4 or more touchdown passes, 4 games in the same season, and the season's not done yet.
Yeah, and we're happy for Ian. We really don't care what other people think, nor did we earlier in the year. That's why he was our starter, because he's our best player at that position. And he went to work every day. He worked harder and worked through some of the things that were, keeping him back. And that's why he's at where he is late in the season, getting better. You want to see your quarterbacks, getting better later in the year. And our quarterback now has thrown 10 touchdown passes against 2 defenses that were ranked very high. This was the 12th ranked defense in the country coming in. And he's thrown 10 touchdown passes the last 2 weeks.
And one of the reasons he's been able to do that is Chase Claypool has developed into one of the grittiest, hard-working receivers in the entire country. He tied the school record today for most touchdown receptions in a game with 4, and he set the record for touchdown receptions in a half. And against Navy, the half's important. You got to put him away quick.
No doubt. He's just been outstanding, too. He just loves to play. Throw me the ball is what he wants you to do. And when you do, he's going to make plays for you. And look, at the end of the day, we had to have great protection, which we did today. Our offensive line was outstanding and giving Ian the opportunity to throw the football. Our backs picked up blitzers, and Ian hung in there and delivered the ball where it needed to be. Great balls down the field to Braden Lindsay, a great ball to Chase in a seam route, fade routes, great corner route to Chris Fink. I mean, it just all over the place. It was really fun to watch.
I thought the DBs just were going shirtless and stuff. Timmy's out here with the long sleeve. Oh, long sleeve gang?
It's exciting, see my teammates make plays. It makes me want to make some plays, help the team out any way I can.
Back at it again, man. This what it's about, man. It's not about me. It's not about Jalen. It's about all of us, man, all together. I'm not winning this game. We gonna win this game together.
Today, it's about every player, every play, focus and refocus, 6 seconds. One play at a time.
Book, crossing, Claypool, touchdown.
Good job, Jake. Good guy, it worked out, yeah. Hey, that was 3 blocks in 1. Lay the hammer. Hey, let's keep eating. Let's keep eating. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Home run ball for another one. It's got 70 yards, and the Irish are on fire.
Great series, baby.
Stay locked in. Stay. Let's go.
Scored every time you had the ball, right? Biggest thing the second half. Smart with the ball, no penalties. Does everybody understand that? You got to treat this game the right way. Why not have some more fun? Let's go have some more fun out there.
Shopping for it here. Claypool has it.
Good job, baby. Congratulations. I got my mama in the stands. It's a good day. I got Myron on the field. It's a good day.
Took the option pitch and turned it into 6. What a play.
Let's go, baby. That was fun to watch. It was fun to watch you guys play. That was a dominating performance. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Welcome to Mixtape, now called Chris Tape or Fink's Tape, whatever you want to call it. I'm improving. Mick is out today. Do you think vegetarians can eat bugs?
No.
Why not?
Because bugs are meat.
Bugs are meat. You heard it here first.
They can't eat bugs, yeah.
Why?
Bugs aren't meat.
Why are bugs not meat?
Because when you squish them, meat doesn't come out.
How come people never go bald on their face?
Because Because it makes you look like a child.
JD, how many people do you think you've made eye contact with in your life?
27.
Mick Asaf is back. He was busy being the youngest CEO, youngest billionaire. Mick, who do you think is the most photographed person of all time?
Do they have to be alive when they're photographed? Because that's an important question.
Who's taking pictures of dead people?
Mona Lisa has had a lot of pictures taken of a picture of her.
The painting's not a person.
The painting is a picture of a person.
So do you think Lightning McQueen, you know Lightning McQueen?
Yeah.
Do you think he would buy car insurance or life insurance?
I would say life insurance.
Why not? Why? He's a car.
But he's alive. He has a life, so he definitely needs insurance for his life.
Do you think that bugs are called bugs because they bug you? Or do you think that you say something bugs you because bugs bug you?
I think that they're called bugs because they bug you.
Mick, if you were an inanimate object, what would you want to be?
I would want to be a NFL football, preferably in the Super Bowl, because then I would get, I would get to shine.
Yeah, but then you get like punted.
Yeah, but
and Gronk spiked.
Think about the views from the peak of the punt and the Gronk spike. That's just the thrill. You hear the roar of the crowd. I'm not sure if the football hears, but if he did, I'm sure that he would love to hear the roar of the crowd.
If you had to get rid of one of your fingers, which one is it?
Pinky.
Which pinky?
Left pinky.
We really appreciate your time. Mixtape. Chris, thank you for stepping in. We really
Fink Tape.
Yep, Fink Tape signing off.
Chris Tape.
Chris Tape also signing off.
Welcome to Thursday's Pizza Night, where we tackle the really tough questions. If you had to pick one O-lineman or tight end to be stuck on a desert island with, who would it be and why?
Is this a dessert island or a desert island?
Like dessert, like
dessert,
like cake, like cheesecake.
Onion banks of all that.
Yeah, we've survived.
Dirksen. I think Dirksen.
I don't know. Dylan can tie me and not.
He knows how to hunt fish.
Huh? True.
So you know how to hunt fish? Hunt fish?
Let's take a look at this edition of the Play of the Week.
I told Ian he throws it up, it's either PI or it's a touchdown or a catch or whatever, but the ball's not hitting the ground.
I have a ton of confidence, and even if I throw it, Chase is going to come down with it. And it's awesome to have as a quarterback. It makes my job a lot easier.
Yeah, I mean, people call them 50-50 balls when it's going up to Chase. It's more like, I don't know, maybe 80-20. What do you think? What do you think, 90-10 maybe? Maybe 100-0? I don't know. But it's not 50-50. It's more favorable than that.
It's time for this week's TireRack.com question of the week. This week's question comes from David Walters from Meridian, Idaho. Coach Kelly, with all the responsibilities that come with being the coach at Notre Dame, is there one time during the year that you don't have to worry about these responsibilities?
Yeah, it's generally sometime in May where I can really relax because they're on break and they're at home. So their parents get to worry about them. Other than that, they're back on campus in June and July, so you got to kind of keep an eye and make sure that everything's good. But May's a great month because they're off, and I really can definitely relax in May.
Inside Notre Dame Football, presented by TireRack.com with Corey Mays. I'm Darren Pritchett. Notre Dame over Navy at Notre Dame Stadium. 52-20, and the Fighting Irish now an 8-2 football team. They entered this week number 16 in the country. And for the Irish, just 2 games left in the regular season, 1 at home and 1 on the road. Next week, they take on the Boston College Eagles. A shock, they're coming off a bye. But the Eagles have a terrific rushing attack. They are top 5 in the country in running the football, so another challenge for this Fighting Irish football team. And Corey, we talked off the air during the Irish game against Navy about teams coming off byes. Against Notre Dame, 7 teams played the Irish coming off a bye. Most people believe that's a positive. But you made an interesting point. You thought Duke and Navy did not look sharp coming off their bye.
They didn't. And I think for Notre Dame, next week needs to be your next consecutive week of starting fast, especially on senior day, a very emotional time for the seniors. They're hugging their parents. They're coming out. So let's start fast and make sure that your last game at Notre Dame Stadium is very memorable.
So a victory over Navy. Up next, a home game against the Boston College Eagles, and they've got a load of a running back, 250-pounder A.J. Dillon, who has 1,451 rushing yards.
Well, you don't run that by accident. Coach Adagio, he was here when I was a freshman. He is a tough-nosed coach. Senior day, the emotions are riding high. Put this guy in check, and you can leave here your last game with a favorable memory of shutting out these Boston College Eagles.
Good day for the Fighting Irish at Notre Dame Stadium. Notre Dame 52, the United States Naval Academy 20.
Inside Notre Dame Football is presented by TireRack.com and brought to you by Coca-Cola, Under Armour, Gatorade, Vivid Seats, Canon, and SiriusXM.